Good morning, modern standards. It is a chilly morning. It was 27 degrees when I woke up this morning. Right now it's about 30. So we had a good frost. I want to thank Timberland Pro for sponsoring today's video. We'll talk more about Timberland Pro in a little bit, but I want to check on the outdoor, I don't know what that was. I want to check on the outdoor wood boiler because it was chilly last night. Oh yeah, it's doing good. Like it's supposed to. It's crazy how much that the wood stove fired up when I opened up the door. When I open up this damper, it opens up that chimney and lets it burn like a regular wood stove. This outdoor wood boiler is not like that. It is a gasifier. It is a lot more energy efficient and sustainable because what it is doing, it is heating up the wood, but it's not firing it up here. So what it does is it heats it up and it gets all the wood gas out. So what you saw on that big flame was the wood gas was up here burning because I let the chimney open, where normally it goes down, sucks it down, burns it below, and burns it super clean. So all you see is steam coming out of that chimney. So when you check it, it kind of ruins the way, it doesn't ruin it, but when you check it, you're breaking the cycle of how it's supposed to work. So I just find that very interesting. Water is at 181 degrees, so it just shut off. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling very overwhelmed lately, and it's time to change gears just a little bit. I don't know if it's everything we have going on right now with the house build and trying to get everything ready, or Gina's surgery, or if it's just the time of the year, because every year around this time, I always just start feeling overwhelmed and in a rush. And this year I feel it a little bit more. The leaves are changing. It looks beautiful. But that also means the seasons are changing, and here our winter is coming. And there's a lot of things that if I don't get done before winter sets in, I can't do. We need to work on a pasture for the animals so we can get them moved up here. The fencing is ordered. We just gotta wait. It always seems like we're waiting on stuff nowadays. But we're going to change gears and start working on the road. We have a bunch of limbs we need to chip up and make some wood chips. So I took inventory and just sat down and went, there's a bunch of stuff we need to do outside to get ready. I took inventory and I'm like, you know what? I need to get outside and get reconnected. I think that'll make me feel better, and I can start checking off some of the things on my list, and I won't feel so overwhelmed, and we can be outside in the beauty. I used to struggle with anxiety and depression really bad. I still have anxiety every once in a while. I think everybody does. It's just a natural thing. So when I start getting those anxious, overwhelming feelings, I try to stop, take a collective moment, think, and try to figure out what is going on. So that's what I've been doing, and I just think we need to get outside and start getting some work done out here. It is beautiful out. Get a few of these projects done, and then I will feel better. But the biggest thing I did to help my anxiety was changing my diet and changing my lifestyle. I don't talk about how bad I had anxiety before, because it was bad. But if it wasn't for my anxiety, we wouldn't be living this awesome life that we live now. Going through all that pain and struggle is what led us to where we are. That led us on our journey for food, diet, and lifestyle. And this is where we are, and a lot of that is because of you. That's why we started the YouTube channel, as we were documenting all of that stuff, and we have come a long way. So if anybody out there is going through anything difficult right now, you're going to get over it, and you're going to be better for it. I always look at life is happening for us and not to us. And if you have that mindset, you can get through anything. I have been through some dark times, and they were dark. So we're going through some stuff right now with Gina too, and we're going to get through it. It's happening for us and not to us. We're going to learn something from it and grow, become bigger and better, be able to help more people for stuff that we're going through. So you just got to have the right mindset. You can get through anything. So let's get this chipper fired up. We haven't had this running. I hooked it up yesterday and put a little bit of stable in the gas, so hopefully it'll fire up today and we can get on cleaning up the road, because just look how beautiful that is. All right, I got the old air plugs in. We're gonna fire it up. All right, hold on. We gotta let that warm up for a few minutes. It's a little noisy, but taking the air filter off, putting my hand over the carburetor, that's a trick I learned when I used to work at a snow machine and four-wheeler dealership. Some of the four-wheelers they had were very cold-blooded in the wintertime. If you did that, it would fire right up, and that worked. It just helps choke it better. So I'm impressed. We'll let that warm up, and I guess while we do that, I might as well put some wood in the wood stove. I've been wearing Timberland Pro clothes all my life. So when Timberland Pro reached out and said, hey, we'd like to sponsor the channel, I was like, yes, please. Because it's easy to get behind a product when you've already been wearing and using it and really enjoy it. One of the great things I like about Timberland Pro is their quality. This sweatshirt I've had for about a year now, and same with the vest. And when I like my clothes, I wear them, and I wear them a lot. And this shirt has been worn a lot, put through a lot of things, and it is still holding up. All of the writing is, the sweatshirt, the vest, I mean, they're dirty, they get paint on them and stuff like that, but that's because I use them. So Timberland Pro makes some really good high quality products. I was really excited when I found out about Timberland Pro's new line of work boots, the Gridworks EK Plus. These boots are really comfortable and durable, but not only that, they are made with sustainable leather from regenerative farmed cows. That just got me so excited, because we are all about regenerative farming and helping rebuild the soils and rebuilding the land and caring about your animals all at the same time. And regenerative farming checks off all of that. So to be wearing boots that are made from leather from that is just really exciting for me, because not only can I get behind a company that is behind that, but also by buying these boots, I am getting behind those farmers, because now they have another place to sell their leather to. So I don't know, it just pumps me up, and I just love seeing stuff that we're really into getting bigger. So these, I've been putting them to the test. They're dirty, they're worn, but they're holding up so good. They're comfortable, they look nice. They'd be good for dress wear too, but I'm not that kind of guy. I'm more of a functional guy, and we're always doing something, so most of the time what I'm wearing gets dirty and needs to hold up, and Timberland Pro is that. But man, just a nice looking boot, comfortable, and to put it over the top, it is made with regenerative raised leather. That's just awesome. Would you just look at that road? So beautiful. So we've been working on repairing our driveway / road, whatever you'd like to call it, and we had a lot of small trees like this that were encroaching the road, and every time it would rain or we'd get a snow or a big wind, they would all come over and we'd have to cut our way in. So we went around and we cut down all the trees. We might as well fuel it up now before we get the motor too hot. Don't worry, I was smart. I took the key out so we don't lose it bouncing down the road. It is noisy. I have is one of the reasons we love living in this area. We get some harsh winters, but man, do we have beautiful 4 seasons. Couldn't imagine only having 1 season. I just love listening to the sound of leaves falling. Right now, since it's just me, I'm just making piles along the edge of the road. I can come back, pick those up when we need them. Gina is still home, recovering. She's feeling a lot better. She's just not 100% healed up yet. Not enough to be out here working. So we're just going to keep plugging along the best we can. It's hard being down the other half. So let's continue on down the road. It's nice to have a break. I can hear myself think again. We're getting there. You know it's loud when you want to have double the ear protection. All right, so we have from way up there all the way to down here done so far. One of the other reasons we wanted to clean this up is the trees, brush, whatever you want to call it, were growing out into the road. They were falling over, but also they were covering up our ditch. So when we were plowing snow, it couldn't get off the road. Now we're plowing snow. Once I get all this brush picked up, one of the reasons why I feel like it's got to get done sooner than later is when we're plowing, all of the snow will be able to go out into the ditch and it won't keep making the driveway smaller. So we are getting there. It is looking good, but see all those bigger trees right on the edge? That was all lined like with brush, just like that. So we'll do this side next year. I don't want to do all of it at once just because we're going to have more than enough firewood from this side for this year. And if we do this side, the wood will kind of go to waste. So we'll clean that up next year. But man, it is so beautiful. Can you hear that? That is all the leaves just falling. Thought we'd change it up, come down to the river for lunch for a change of scenery. Not a bad place to eat your chicken noodle soup. That was good. Looks like I'm not the only one who likes coming down here. Looks like we've been having a deer coming down here. Nobody ever said building a homestead slash farm from raw land is gonna be easy. So we better get back to work. I just always think about the conveniences we have nowadays versus what they did when they settled this back in the day. It's a lot of work, but man, they had a lot of work too. Always just amazed when you think about that. How much stuff has gotten done before all the equipment, the comfortable clothes, the nice Timberland Pro boots, warm clothes. I mean, just always think about that kind of stuff. Ran out of gas. It's so close to the stopping point. Let's get this fueled up. Stopping point this time is that tree. We only got this little bit left. Then after that, we need to shop in the blades. They're getting dull, so let's get it fired back up. I don't know, we probably got 5 more minutes-ish, 10 minutes left. And then we're gonna have to shop in some blades. Yep, that took 5 minutes. I can hear myself think. That is nice. Whew. We have quite a few of these piles up and down the road. That'll turn into some nice compost, bedding, or just mulch for around trees. Whatever we need it for, we can come back and get it. Yeah. I like that. Good morning, Modern Steaders. It is another frosty morning. It is 30 degrees out again, but it feels colder than it did the other day. So I got my winter coat on. There must be more moisture or something in the air, because yesterday it was 30 and it wasn't this cold. Good morning. You can't even wait for the door to open all the way, can you? Good morning, boys. We did a couple of new batches of egg layers this year. One of them we hatched out, and those just started laying eggs. The other batch we ordered in. They should start laying shortly. Good morning. I've been leaving the coop door open for them the last couple of mornings, so that way they'll get used to coming out and eating fresh grass and making the eggs more delicious. So we actually have something we got to build for them tomorrow. You ladies waiting? They don't all like going out, so I'm feeding them in here too. They have plenty of choices for food. Now they just gotta figure out where they want to go eat. Ready for breakfast? There you go. Is that good or what there, little man? You don't want any breakfast? The lady's favorite treat. I mixed it with your hay this morning. Gobble, 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 gobble. That sun sure does feel nice. So yesterday I went to sharpen the blade in my chipper and I didn't have the wrenches here that I needed to. Or I should say I didn't have any wrenches here that I needed. And they're in the backside. I'm hoping I can get on it from here, but let's get those loosened up. Alright. Let's sharpen this one up the best we can. It's not too bad. It's stung up on that side. I mean, it's chipped, but for a chipper knife, it's not terrible. We'll get that cleaned up, and I'll have to make sure I order another one and some new bolts. Still a little warm, but that grinded out pretty nice. All right, let's get some gloves on because it's sharp and hot right now. Now that we have the chipper all put back together and the blades are sharp, let's get to work. I'm curious to see how much better it sharpens today. It's the first time I've sharpened the blades in the chipper, so I'm hoping it goes a lot quicker. Towards the end yesterday, I was really having to hand feed in all of the brush, so. making all this noise and we still have deer around. I can hear myself think again. Whew. The blade is getting dull again, but luckily I was able to make it all the way down here. It is not done yet, but man, it has come a long way from what it looked like once we originally bought the raw land. Every season, every year, it's making a big difference. We're still not done, but boy, it looks so nice. The fall foliage surely helps. Well, this is where we're going to end the video. I want to thank Timberland Pro again for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to check out Timberland Pro, I'll have a link in the video description down below. But I've been enjoying their work clothes. I put them through their paces and they hold up. And if they hold up to my abuse, I think they can hold up to just about anybody's. So I want to thank Timberland Pro. They make some awesome quality products, and I want to thank them for sponsoring our channel. If it wasn't for awesome sponsors like Timberland Pro and viewers like you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here at Lumnah Acres. So thank you guys, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. And we have a new project coming up. We're going to put the chipping on hold.